Cancer loves these oils. So these might be things that are sitting right now in your kitchen. These are things that you probably are used to use, parents and grandparents might have used them as well. But the issue is these oils are so bad that they could be contributing to cancer. So I'm going to walk through each of these seed oils and what sort of rating I would give them. And I will also, towards the end, I'm going to give you the best oils and the best alternatives that you could be using and substituting right now to reduce any risk of cancer and other metabolic problems. The problem with the cooking oils and the seed oils specifically is, even though they're present in most of the kitchens and, in fact, it's been shown that 9 out of 10 of British and American kitchens have seed oils, is the cooking process of them. And the issue with that is that they're quite high in what's called an omega-6, which is one of the omegas that causes inflammation. And they're ultra-processed, meaning they've gone through a vigorous processing, which makes them very prone and very likely to be oxidized. So another issue with these oils is that as they get cooked at high temperature, they get heavily oxidized. What I mean by that is if you're thinking of something that gets rotten, or if you're thinking of a metal that starts getting oxidized and rotting, that's exactly what's happening, and that's gonna damage your body from the inside and cause more and more oxidation, which can be causing cancer. So these are the worst oils that I'm going to be talking about today, and I will go through a rating with each one of them. So first one is soybean. So I'm going to give it a rating of 2 out of 10. So it's one of the heavily processed oils. It gets oxidized very quickly. Another one is corn. So I'm also going to give it a rating of 2 out of 10 as well. So one of the worst ones as well. Sunflower, I'm probably going to give it a 4 out of 10 just because there is an element of certain omegas in balance, but it still is one of the bad oils. Canola, rated around 5 out of 10. It's not as processed as the others, not as prone to oxidation, but it's still one of the bad oils. Grapeseed is a 2 out of 10 for me as well. And vegetable oil is probably 1 or 2 out of 10 as well. So, these are the oils that are more likely to get oxidized, that are more likely to be contributing to metabolic problems and even to things like cancer. So now I'm going to give you my top 5 substitute oils that you could start using now in your kitchen in order to avoid these oxidation and preventing problems along the line such as cancer. So here are my top 5 oils that I will start using and substituting right now instead of the bad seed oils that we mentioned. So number 1 is got to be extra virgin olive oil. Very healthy, rich in oleic acid, omega-9. It's a very good a substitute to any of the other oils. In fact, if you even drink olive oil, it's got lots of anti-inflammatory and other health benefits. The second one is avocado oil. So it's a really good oil to use as well for cooking, as well as sort of ingesting as an alternative. It's always good not to use very high temperature as well, and that applies to all oils. Third one is ghee. Lots of our parents and grandparents used to use ghee. In fact, there are some good health benefits to ghee, especially in terms of gut health and substances like short-chain fatty acids. The fourth one is macadamia oil, less used, but it's one of the oils that tends to be more healthier, more anti-inflammatory. And the fifth oil is coconut oil. You probably come across it. It's more common nowadays. And it tends to be a better alternative than the seed oils. So if you're someone that uses a lot of seed oils, I would advise you to stop using them, reduce them massively, because as you know, they're very prone to oxidation. They cause lots of inflammation, and they could be contributing to issues, whether it's heart disease or things like cancer as well. So if you do like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Thank you.